Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Firstly, Fano intelligence wing head has been killed in Bahidar regional capital reportedly. It happened 3 to 4 days ago, but we received confirmation today. Secondly, UNOCHA is raising alarm bells about humanitarian situation in Ethiopia. Extreme shortage of funds. How much was committed or how much is needed and how much has been given by donors? Ethiopia still relying on foreign aid for its humanitarian operations in the country. Details for you. Thirdly, US has sanctioned two commanders of the rapid support forces in Sudan. What happened? Who are these commanders? Firstly, viewers, a report about the killing of a Fano commander who was in charge of Fano's intelligence wing, mainly operating in and around Bahirdar. Bahirdar is the Amhara regional capital, and Fano groups have been carrying out attacks in Bahirdar since last year. They entered Bahirdar several times. They carried out some assassinations too in Bahirdar. All that was made possible because of Fano's intelligence wing, which is operating in Bahirdar. Fano's intelligence wing are operating across the Amhara region. But since Bahirdar is the regional capital, that is why Fano groups focused on Bahirdar. The head of Fano's intelligence wing for Bahirdar city was killed on Friday, being confirmed to us by people close to the developments. He was trapped. Uh, Information was provided about his whereabouts. Almost the same case like we saw in Addis Ababa, where Fano fighters were there to carry out an operation, but security forces got information about their whereabouts, about their operations. In Bahirda, too, this Fano intelligence wing head was set up by some pro-government elements, and he was cornered and killed in a shootout on Friday, being confirmed to us. Fano's intelligence wing uh, has been operating in the region with results. We have seen that all the assassinations carried out by Fano in the Amhara region were made possible because of the operations of the intelligence wing. These are people who are not armed, they are connected with residents, so they are connected with government officials. So they know what government is planning to do. They get information about the whereabouts of Prosperity Party leaders. They try to collect information about the movement of military, movement of security forces. Then they pass this information on to Fano's operational commanders, who then plan operations like assassinations, ambush attacks, etc. Secondly, viewers, UNOCHA, United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs in Ethiopia, is raising alarm bells about the situation in Ethiopia. UNOCHA says that 2.9 billion US dollars are needed for humanitarian operations in 2024 in Ethiopia, because 15 million people are in need of humanitarian aid. Still, uh, 15 million people are in dire need of aid. Only 9% of the 2.95 billion US dollars have been received by UN so far. Who are the donors? Different countries. US is a donor, EU countries donor, some Asian countries to their donors too, but main donor is US. So far, US has donated around 186 million US dollars. and US contribution is the largest so far. All other countries' contribution joined is less than US contribution alone. US is the main contributor when it comes to humanitarian operations across Ethiopia. That is why US Ambassador Erwin Masinga spoke yesterday, lecturing Fano, lecturing Ola, lecturing TPLF, lecturing the federal government. Why? Because US gave $186 billion. EU gave only 18 million US dollars in 2024. Other countries, 1 million, less than 1 million. So you can see that since US supports humanitarian operations in Ethiopia, so they have influence here. They will definitely influence decision making here. These figures show that Ethiopia is still heavily reliant on foreign aid for humanitarian operations. And it's mainly because conflicts are not ending. If conflicts don't end, it means that people will continue to be displaced. There'll be need of camps, shelters. Then we know that people are fleeing into Ethiopia from neighboring countries too. So to be self-reliant, to be free from external assistance, Ethiopia will have to put an end to conflicts. If conflicts go on, no matter how much progress is made by the country, this progress will be eaten by the conflicts. Because conflicts will decrease revenue collection. Conflicts will lead to increase in unemployment. It will lead to increase in military spending. It will lead to increase in the number of IDPs. I can go on and on. Conflicts are always a burden on the budget of a country. Since conflicts are not ending, one ended in Tigray, another ongoing rather, in Amhara, in Oromia, ongoing in some parts for decades. That is why Ethiopian dependence on foreign aid will continue. Thirdly, was US has sent a message to RSF through imposition of sanctions on two RSF commanders. Last night, US Treasury Department issued sanctions on the two commanders. Visa restrictions and their assets in the US will be frozen, seized by the US government, US companies, and those who work with US, obviously, they won't entertain any attempts, requests by these two commanders for any transactions. The two commanders are firstly Ali Yaqub Jibril, who is Central Darfur head. Secondly, Usman Muhammad, who is overall operational head of the Rapid Support Forces. So both are definitely responsible for RSF's ongoing moves towards Al-Fashir, North Darfur. Everyone knows that Rapid Support Forces want to take control of Al-Fashir, where we're seeing fighting in the outskirts of Al-Fashir. Tens of thousands of people are there, displaced from other parts of Darfur. US is warning RSF, trying to stop it from storming Al-Fashir because there could be a humanitarian disaster there. So the military trying to defend Al-Fashir in alliance with some other groups, but still the city is under siege. US imposed sanctions, I think, to stop RSF from making a move on Al-Fashir. Let's see what happens.